Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to be doing these boho braids on my natural hair, so if you're interested, continue watching. Today we are working with Eayon Hair Company. Shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. I'm just showing you guys what I received in my package. I got all these goodies, and then I got 3 bundles of bulk hair in the texture body wave. So this is exactly how it looks coming straight out the package. It was nice and full, and this hair was 18 inches long. So this is how my hair is looking before we start the process. And I decided that I was not going to use any braiding hair for this hairstyle. I was just going to use my natural hair and add in these pieces. So what I'm currently doing is using my mousse and adding it to the straight ends. That way it makes it easier for me to split up. This is not necessary, it's just a preference thing. You can also use edge control and stuff like that, and that's just to make the pieces more easier to feed in, and the hair is just not going everywhere. So first things first, I started off with parting my hair from ear to ear, and I just sectioned it in half because I will do the top half and the back half. So I did decide to do the back half first. So I'm going to put away the front portion and start working on the back. So I'm just showing you guys the back portion of my hair. It is already pretty long. So this is also the parting that I'm showing you guys. I did go in using this wax. You can use edge control, you can use gel, anything like that, just for the roots of your hair to make it look nice and slick. So I spread that wax, and then I use my comb to comb it through, and then I start braiding. So here I'm just gonna show you guys how I braided the braids in the back. So I just started off by braiding it down probably 3 times. And then I go in and I add the piece. So when adding in the piece, guys, you want to make sure the straight end is what you are braiding in to the hair and not the body wave piece. So the body wave piece, you're going to put away like what you see me do with the clip. And then you start braiding the straight piece into your actual hair. There is an option where you can braid both ends and then take out the body wave piece, or since we are not using braiding hair, you can actually use the hair as a filler. If you feel like your hair is not being braided thick enough, you can also grab pieces and braid it in instead of leaving any of it out, and that just acts like a filler, like how you would use the braiding hair. And in each braid, I probably put about 7 pieces. They weren't all the same. Honestly, I just picked up here as I went. And if I felt like adding more curls, if you want your hair to have more of the body wave texture and you hardly see the braids, you want to just add in more hair. So you can decide how you want to add it. When I started getting to the top, I did split the pieces into more bigger sections and into more bigger pieces, because I found that when I did split apart the bulk hair in smaller pieces, when I was adding them in, you weren't really noticing the body wave. So you want to make sure you're spreading them out in a good amount. So this is how the braid is looking once I completed it. Yeah. And now that the back is completed, I did take a break and then I started working on the front. This does take a lot of time, guys, so I didn't finish it all in one day. So you will see that I come back after I look different. It's a whole new day. But I did decide I was going to section the front portion, and I sectioned this side in 5 sections. So there was 10 rows at the front portion of my hair, and I always like sectioning first because it's a lot easier to know exactly what you're doing, how many braids you're going to be doing, and all that good stuff. If you're running out of hair, you would know. So it's always good to section out your hair first and kind of get a feel of what's going on. So this was 2 sections that I'm twisting. Then I'm going to do a 3rd section in the middle and then 2 sections right at the top. So the first 2 sections had 2 braids. This 3rd one had 3 braids, and the top had 4 braids, and the last section had 5 braids right at the top. So once I have my hair pre-parted, I'm just going in with my edge control to clean up the part. This is the same wax. So I'm just going to put it on the parting space and then use my comb to part the hair again, so that way it is nice and crisp. And then I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys another braid. So I'm showing you guys this braid because the side of my hair is very thin. So I'm just showing you guys how you can use that same bulk hair that you're feeding in to add on your hair to make the hair longer, thicker, and do everything that you need it to do without using the braiding hair. So you can see I'm adding in a piece, bringing that body wave to the top and clipping it away so that it is not in my way. And then I braid down a bit, but because the hair is so thin, as you can see, I just added a piece into the braid and I'm just braiding it down. And then I went ahead and added another piece, but this piece I'm leaving out of the braid. So this is what I mean when I say you can use it as a filler, like how you would use your braiding hair, and then continue braiding down. Hopefully this makes sense to you, but if you're watching, I hope you can grasp the concept. And once I've done that, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a knot at the end. You can leave some of the ends out, you can braid it all the way down. I did both ways, to be quite honest, and this is how it looks. So I just continued doing the same exact thing for the rest of my hair, but as I said before, did not finish it all in the same day. So here I am just finishing up the hairstyle for you guys. So I'm just showing you guys this last and final braid. So once I finish braiding my hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl the hairs that I left out for my edges. So you can just see I'm trying to take out the hair, pull back the braids, and use my mini flat iron to curl them, and then I'll be using my edge control to make the little swoops. And once I'm done that is basically it for this hairstyle, guys. Like, look at this. You would never think that this is just my natural hair. I would never even really think to do this, but when I tell you, this is so much lighter than having a full head of knotless braids with the braiding hair. Oh my goodness, guys, like my hair felt so light. I could catch it up in one, which I'm gonna show you guys. But first, I want to tell you guys that because this is human hair, I did go in with my crimper to kind of even just more define the body wave. So I crimped it a bit, and it actually made a difference. And because there's no synthetic hair, nothing was melting because everything was human. So I loved this for me. So, you know, sometimes when your hair gets old and you want to, like, you know, get it back together, you can always go in with your crimper or your waver and do this and freshen it up. And I'm telling you, like, I was amazed myself. So yeah, I just want to give a huge shout out to Eayon Hair Company for sending over these bulk hair bundles. So if you guys are interested, all the details will be down in my description box below, so you guys can go ahead and check them out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if it's something that you guys actually do, because this is my first time even doing this myself. But if you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to my channel. And this is just a little glimpse of the hair catched up in one. Super cute. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.